Well, folks, we now have our first official look thanks to the unveiling, and of course you can watch this video that you'll be able to see here on the Gran Turismo YouTube channel as well, of Ferrari's forthcoming Vision GT car. It seemed from the initial teaser, based on the shape of the lights, the shape of the car, that it seemed it would be inspired at least by their 499p, the Le Mans hybrid class car. It seems that some of that DNA is coming through in the form of the engine. It's further tuned up to over 1,000 horsepower, around 1,015, plus an additional 320 horsepower or so from a trio of electric motors, one on the back, two on the front, giving it about 1,350 horsepower all in, and at least temporary all-wheel drive, thanks to those hybrids in particular, maybe even full-time all-wheel drive, we'll have to wait and see. I'm actually really keen to try this one out, because being a Ferrari, I have higher hopes that this one won't feel as kind of stiff as some of the Vision GTs do. The Lamborghini really stands out to me as a very poor example of not really reaching what that car was capable of, at least on paper. It kind of just feels meh in practice. This one I'm really hoping turns out to be good. Partially because with Ferrari's own self-image, I don't think they would like their car to be shown that way in the game, so I'm hoping that some of that arrogance, if you want to call it that, might help on this occasion, wanting their car to seem really good, as it should. And visually, of course, it's more of a step away from a Le Mans hybrid, not too surprisingly for a Vision GT car. The inspiration is clearly there, but it actually reminds me quite a lot of the Hyundai. The N2025 Vision GT, very similar shape, but with like an extra aero kit almost on top. As I said, I'm really keen to check it out. The sound is a little bit muted to what you might expect. It's much more prototype car and much less formula car, which is what I would have expected it to be initially before we even saw the teaser, with obviously Ferrari's F1 lineage. And again, the engine ties into that. It is a 9,000 RPM motor, but doesn't seem to be much of a screamer. It's much more muted, much more like, well, a Le Mans hybrid, a Daytona prototype, that kind of thing. A much, much quieter sound. But I am, as I said, really keen on getting my hands on this one in the game. It's, well, without question going to be quick. It's just a question of one of two things. Is it A, going to be a car that we can tune and really personalise? Or is it going to be one of those Vision GTs that you can't tune really, but is already good? Hopefully, it'll be one of the two, or it might be the Lambo, but fingers crossed it's not. Ultimately, that's it for my thoughts on the Ferrari. Of course, we'll have to wait and check it out in the game, and of course, many people aren't interested in Vision GTs at this point, but if you are, then of course tell me your initial thoughts down below, and especially when it comes to that kind of potential from that 1,350 horsepower powertrain. But until next time, I'll see you then with more, and for now, as always, thanks for watching.